So I want to talk about something that came up recently when I was facilitating a workshop for a corporate client. During the Q&A, we had been talking all about, communication, making an impact. How do you really influence people and make an impact in your work? And it was such a fantastic and engaging discussion. During the Q&A, one of the ladies in the audience put up her hand and asked, how can I get, certain people to like me? I just get the sense that they just don't like me. So I asked her, what is it you're doing? Are you being malicious? Are you being what are you doing? And it turned out she wasn't doing anything wrong. She just got the sense that they just didn't like her and it bothered her. And she was like, how can I change that? And she was totally shocked when I said to her, don't bother trying to change it. The reason I'd asked her, hey, what is it you're doing? If you're being a complete jerk, obviously you need to change that. But if you just being yourself, encountering people that just don't like you, it's not a good use of your energy to try and change that. If people just don't like you for no reason, apparently no reason. Because here's the truth. I read this somewhere. I don't know how well researched it is, but I did read it in a reputable publication that, no matter who you are, about 10% of people are just not going to like you. They're just not. So no matter what you do, no matter what you say, they're just not going to like you. So you devoting your energy to that 10% to try and change their mind is a waste of time, because chances are you will never succeed at that effort of trying to get them to like you, because they just don't. Instead, that 10%, instead of focusing on that 10% that don't like you, there's 90% of the other people that you can interact with, those that even love you, for you to use your energy, use your efforts to impact. I was actually talking about this with another lady just in a separate conversation, an amazing lady by the name of Roberta. She's actually an engineer. So she's like, yes, this makes sense. And she said to me, she thinks about it sort of like in a bell curve, like you think about it in a bell curve. So the first, 10%, like those people that you don't focus on because they just will never like you. The other 10% at the other end of the bell curve are people that just your raving fans. You can literally do no wrong, right? So obviously you want to focus some energy on those people. But there's, outside of the people that love you and the people that will never like you, there's 80% of people that you can convince, that you can, influence, that you can impact, that you can, get to follow your message, to be impacted by what it is you're trying to do. So rather than focusing on the 10% that you will never convince, there's 90% of the people that you could either, appreciate the people that really are your raving fans, your champions, the people that love you, or the 80% that are willing to be persuaded about what it is you have to say. Same with anything. Do not focus on the negative. Whether it's feedback you're receiving, we tend to focus on that 10% or that 2% that's negative. There's so much more where our focus can be better used in the positive and those left to be swayed. So hopefully you find this simple switch, or whatever you want to call it, helpful as you think about your interactions, as you communicate with people, as you go about work and life. Take care for now. Bye-bye.